All right, guys, we are right under 8 weeks out. Autumn, how are you feeling?
You want the honest answer?
What's the honest answer?
No comment.
No comment. I even showing you, we're here at dinner. We usually train at night, so we're going to hit legs tonight. We're not going to do a training video this week. We're going to do something a little bit different. This is like the one meal a day that I look forward to, and I'm sure it'll be cut eventually. It looks like it's a lot, but it's really not. It's 60 grams of carbs, 70 grams of protein, and I don't want to say exactly, but I think it's under 5 grams of fat. So pretty much it's protein pancakes with fat-free cottage cheese, oat flour, which is just oatmeal, ground up oatmeal, a scoop of protein powder, 120 grams of muscle egg whites, and then 2 servings of sugar-free syrup, 2 servings of this. Oh my gosh, you guys might think I'm gonna add a ton of fat. Well, it's like 10 calories a piece. So for now, I can get away with it. We'll see how long I can get away with it. I've got carbs in 3 meals right now. How many meals do you have carbs in?
For the first time ever,
all your meals.
So I'm only eating 5 times a day.
And
it's marginal carbs.
And I'm eating 6 times a day. So this is what we're gonna have before we work out. Like right now I'm having carbs pre-workout, post-workout, and then meal 2. And then it's pretty much protein and protein and fats in the other meals. So anyways, saying all that, we're here, we're eating this today. And like I said, I'm a little under 8 weeks out. Autumn's a little under 9 weeks out. So we feel like we're in a pretty good place. But yeah, we're gonna go train legs tonight. I think one other thing I'm gonna add for legs, I don't know if you guys have ever done it, but I've done it back in the day because my legs are always smaller. And there was actually studies showing that if you do BFR your legs on untrained individuals and they walk, it actually adds muscle to them. So I can remember back in the day getting the ins or wraps and literally wrapping my quads up and doing real slow Stairmaster at the end of my leg days for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I did that on Saturday. I'm gonna do it again tonight, post legs. Again, is there science showing that? You know, with a trained individual doing it post leg workout? No, but I noticed when I do it though, that I feel like my legs stay fuller because that's one area where I feel like it kind of dwindles down. So we'll show you a video of that when we get to the end of our leg day. But let's talk about characters, Autumn. What's your favorite thing about when we do our characters, whether it's at a fitness expo or a sport game or whatever?
Well, I wanted to talk about artificial sweeteners.
Okay, talk about artificial sweeteners first.
Because you've always been hospital pilled and you are the king of artificial sweeteners. So what do you say to all those artificial sweetener haters out there?
I think it's kind of like the person getting ready for going to McDonald's and getting burgers and fries, but a Diet Coke. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're gonna have the burgers and fries, you might as well have the Coke. Like for me, it's like artificial sweeteners are calories. I'm not saying it's healthy for you. I'm not saying that aspartame's healthy. That's definitely not. I'm not saying the Splenda's healthy. Definitely not saying that whatsoever. But when you're in a dieted phase, something to look forward to keep you from not cheating. Like I can honestly say since I've been 16 weeks out, I have not had one cheat meal. Now on Saturdays I have a little bit more carbohydrates, but I haven't been out to eat or had anything literally off like a what you would say a cheat meal in like 8 or 9 weeks. And I just don't want to do that because I want to be my best, number one. And number two is like, I don't see an issue with that. And with me being a diabetic with artificial sweeteners, like I can tell if it raises my blood sugar or not, right? So when I do have things like Splenda and like aspartame, artificial sweeteners, like it's not raising my blood sugar. I don't have to give any more insulin for that. So as far as like a body composition thing, I definitely don't think it's an issue whatsoever. Now the last week, so for bloating, maybe not, you know, because you want your stomach to be as tight as possible, cut them out. But I think you can have them in a prep and not be like so OCD about it, because the thing is that it's a marathon, and for you to get to the finish line and to stay sane, like, and to actually enjoy like one of your meals or whatever, I just personally don't think a big deal. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that people act like they're hardcore and more superior by not doing it. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. And if it's going to help you still reach your goals and still enjoy your life and not be a total butthole to people, then I think it's okay. But I don't think it annoys me because the people that don't that are against it are very much that way. I feel like it's like they're entitled to be more hardcore.
Yeah, I don't think it makes eating more hardcore, and that's why I even hate showing this meal because we don't show a lot of what we eat.
I know. That's
but
why
this
I'm
is
like,
this is like the
this is
only
what we're gonna
meal
film? Okay,
that
bring
it's not
on the
like
hate
chicken
now.
and beef
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah.
But this is pre-workout. It's one of my heavier laden carbohydrate meals, and I have to be careful with carbohydrates. Being a diabetic, for me to get peeled, my carbs have to be pretty low, so I don't have to use as much insulin. So this is just how I do it. I'm not saying it's healthy, but I'm not saying that it's going to kill you either.
But it's always worked for you, and I
Yeah.
do think that there is a lot to be said about enjoying your food, because like it's the same, it goes back to the same thing. I feel like people like have bragging rights to be hardcore, but those people can only be so hardcore, like having tuna for breakfast or whatever it is, for so long. Like, you know,
I mean, I'm having egg
everyone's
whites and
human.
spinach only. for
Everyone's
breakfast.
human, and like if it gives you a little bit of joy, like, and helps you like be a little more positive, and like, you know, all the other hours of the day, and have a little more energy and livelihood. So
And honestly, like I weigh this out, and it's 2 servings. So like it's literally 1 serving is 5 calories. Like there's 10 calories there. There's 10 calories here.
yeah, but those same people would like chew gum probably, and like, or like even the pure gum or whatever.
You know what? To each your own. Like if it works for you, that's okay. But it's what works for me. And like one thing that people can't take away from me is that I'm like the most peeled person on stage, and it helps me to get there. So I'm going to use it.
I mean, I've personally done it both ways. Like I've tried to be like super clean and nothing artificial, and it was just miserable, and I actually made the least amount of progress, and halfway through I'm just like, this is stupid, and I just ditched that, because it wasn't, it's an ant fart.
Well, here's the thing that I think too, though, like on my food, I do use mustard because I slab, because I usually have like 12 ounces of meat for every meal. I slab it with that because I know for me, myself, and I, if I use a sugar-free barbecue sauce or the ketchup, the thing is that, you know, like I could easily, like with the lower calorie stuff, use 50 or 60 calories. And 50, 60 calories per meal, like 5 times a day, that's like 350 calories. I just rather use my mustard and kind of be able to do that like freely and soak it. Mustard does have like a few calories, but that's the least amount of caloric condiment that you can use. So like I do feel like you need to watch things with calories, right? Like if you're gonna do it, like weigh it out. And again, this probably won't be in here my whole prep, but I'm pretty lean and shredded.
You should enjoy it as long as you can.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And again, I don't want the hate. Like you do you. Like I'm not. You know,
Read the shirt.
It is what it is. You know, if you're for it, cool. If you're against it, that's fine as well. But it's just how I do things, and I don't think I'm overkill on artificial sweeteners. Like this is the only meal I put artificial sweeteners on, so it's not like I'm just like pouring it in my mouth at all times. But it just does help me, because at the end of the day, this pancake, there's nothing unhealthy in it. There's fat-free cottage cheese, there's egg whites, there's 1 scoop of whey protein isolate, and there's oat flour. Like what's unhealthy with, like there's nothing unhealthy with that, you know what I mean? So, and it tastes good, and it makes me think that I'm getting something and I'm not. And so, you know, that's that.
So don't be obsessive, people.
So but one thing I do want to talk about is, because we have a lot of like different guest posings coming up, and like Comic-Cons, different things that we're doing, I'm really stoked, and we'll see what happens with this stuff. Like I like dressing up for the ball games, like the whole Cub Warrior thing, and I love doing the whole getting dressed up for expos and things like that, because it's fun for me. It's fun to meet people. It's, you know, brings product awareness to whatever you're, you know, doing it for. So I'm really excited what's coming up. You know, I think for FitCon, for Muscle Leg, we're going to be something here in April, a new character. You know, we did the whole Conan thing for the Arnold. For my guest posing in Chicago, I plan on being the Incredible. It's fine. I've already said it once. I plan on being the Incredible Hulk. I'm not going to say what I'm going to be for Comic-Con, because that's going to be like next level stuff. But I think what I want to try to do, along with the whole bodybuilding, is try to explore this avenue of doing things like with my physique and like characters, because it's fun for me, and nobody's really doing that. So I'm
And
trying
you're
to,
natural.
you know, I'm a natural, and I can like get into character and like do things like pretty easily. Like it doesn't take me a bunch of takes to do these things. And it seems like a lot of people like it, like whether it's ESPN, Fox Sports, you know, the Arnold team, like wherever I go, you know, it kind of attracts attention, which is a good thing. So, and I have fun doing it. So it's positive, positive, positive. So I think this next year I'm going to try to kind of delve even deeper into that and just kind of see what doors of opportunity open for that. So
I just like to dress up.
yeah, and it's fun. Like you feel like a kid, right? Like, and it's fun and it's all positives. It's positive for people seeing you. It's just a fun time. It's just a fun thing. Honestly, I enjoy dressing up and like getting into character as much as I do like getting on the bodybuilding stage. So it's very fun. We can see what doors of opportunity will open for us, but there's really nobody in that lane doing that. It's like Kai Green told us, like, how many times, like how many more workout videos do we need? How many more like food videos do we need? Like do something different and new and like get into your lane. And when he stopped us and told us that and like how he was like really like thought it was an awesome idea what we were doing, that kind of even started the wheel spinning even more. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
So book us for your next event.
Yeah. So we're gonna eat
Nothing
this.
is off the table.
We're gonna train legs. So that's where we are at about a little under 8 weeks out for me. I feel like I'm in a really good spot. Like I'm the heaviest I've been, but I'm also probably the leanest I've been. I can tell the energy is starting to wane a little bit. Like it's getting harder to do everyday things, but as your body fat gets lower, I'm not in homeostasis. My body doesn't want to be this lean, so it's going to try to fight me. So it's a mind game. That's all it is. So you just got to keep winning the mind game, keep winning the day, and just know that like it's worth it in the end. And if you want to bring your best package, then it's a discipline thing, and I'm pretty good at discipline. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. So until next time, guys, have a good day.